Auto with NFL Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After winning the national championship at Michigan just a few weeks ago, Jim Harbaugh is back in the National Football League. He's the new head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. Tom Pelissero, Mike Garafolo, and Ian Rappaport all report the two sides have agreed to terms after multiple meetings. He did not get out of the building on Wednesday. 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel did not practice Wednesday as he deals with a shoulder injury. Kyle Shanahan said Samuel is improving. Asked what exactly the injury is, he said, quote, his shoulder hurts. In Miami, the Dolphins and defensive coordinator Vic Fangio have mutually agreed to part ways after just one season. Miami's defense 10th overall under Fangio in his only season. And they are making a change in defensive coordinator in Green Bay as well, as Matt LaFleur decides to fire Joe Barry. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
It is 7:30 in the AM on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Happy Thursday to you, 25th day of January 2024. Well, let's see. In the newsroom, it's Howdy Doody, which would make me Clarabelle, right?
Yeah. Was Clarabelle also part of that? Yes, that's right.
Clarabelle the clown, yes. Yes.
Was it the clown or the cow?
No, Clarabelle was... now you got me thinking.
Yeah, I think it was the cow.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway, the... whatever. Yes.
Yes.
A long time ago in
a long time.
A place far away.
Okay. Yeah. Did you know Mr. Green Jeans?
Well, I never met him personally, but I knew him professionally.
Professionally, yes. Okay.
Yes. Right. He was Captain Kangaroo's sidekick.
Kangaroo, yeah.
Yeah. Along with Grandfather Clock.
Yeah. I remember.
Okay.
Boy, you remember all of those guys.
Well, I do. Either with my growing up, it was Howdy Doody, but with the kids growing up, it was Captain Kangaroo.
Okay.
So, I also remember the Teletubbies.
Yeah.
I try and forget, but I remember.
The Teletubbies, yes.
Yes.
They were different. That's putting it mildly.
Yes. Okay. Well, in news out of the Vatican, during an event at the Vatican with Italian winemakers, Pope Francis said, wine is a gift from God for consumers. Francis said, winemakers should remember this, that they have moral and ethical responsibilities, which encourages healthy drinking practices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in other words, the Real Housewives of wherever get cut off at 2 glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't get unhealthy.
No. A glass of wine is supposed to be very good for you. A glass. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got to draw the line. And not a really big glass.
Not the size of a vineyard.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Ready.
Okay, actor Lee Taylor Young is 79. Actor Dinah Manoff is 68. Actor Jennifer Lewis is 67. Actor Anna Ortiz is 53. And let's see, actor Mia Kirshner is 49. Actor Christine Lakin, 45. Singer Alicia Keys, 44. Very talented. Actor Michael Trevino, 39. And actor Olivia Edward is 17. You ready for some local birthdays?
Yeah, that was a short list for the morning.
Yeah, but there was quality there.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
Yes. Okay. Coming up, local birthdays.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Brianne Paradise, Cindy Gloria, Corina Ponce, Alex Sarin, Elvira Avendano, George Almashi, J.R. Estella, Jennifer Robertson, Andrew Penson, Judy Haskell, Katie Aon, Lisa Alvarado, Chrissy Alvarado, Marcin Hernandez, Olga Escobedo, Pancho Sestega, Juana Sepulveda, Rita Pitones, Sofia Dueñas, Sylvia Verdugo, Tom Mixon, Zane Sherland, Mike Duran, Elvira Alcaraz, Patricia Coronado, Jared Sweet, Prisma Sebreros, and Lisbeth Murillo. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay. Coming up, we'll take a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather. Good stuff coming your way.
You remember Tom Mixon?
I certainly do. The old Texan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw somebody the other day. They were a dead ringer in downtown El Centro for Tom Mixon. I waved and waved, and they looked at me really strange. And then I realized that's not Tom Mixon.
Yeah, probably the wrong color hat.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Anyway, I felt rather foolish, and
yes,
the rest was history.
In the world of retail, Target is now selling Harvard jerseys with the school crest above the school motto, Veritas. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it this way. It's a great way to save about $400,000. Yeah, just buy the sweatshirt and leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. You might want to frame it.
Yeah.
Keep the moths from eating it,
Yes. Okay. We've got news. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
World in California news headlines going to start things off for us. All brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. There's more rain in the forecast for parts of the soggy South. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
Flooding continues to be the biggest threat across the Deep South, from southern sections of Arkansas all the way down to the Gulf Coast.
The FAA's cleared the path for Boeing MAX 9 flights to resume as soon as tomorrow, but it's paused production after the Alaska Airlines door panel mishap. Travel editor Peter Greenberg.
A pause in this production is an additional delay of delivery of these planes to the customers. Boeing is trying to do 30 of them a month, even trying to expand that number. That's going to be put on hold for a while.
Nikki Haley back in her home state of South Carolina, hoping to gain traction in her bid for the GOP presidential nomination after Donald Trump wins in Iowa and New Hampshire. CBS's Caitlin Huey Burns.
Haley has been arguing that she was twice elected governor here and therefore has some favorable terrain, but she hasn't been on the ballot here since 2014.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: remote dirt crossroads in the Mojave Desert, the scene of an ongoing investigation after 6 people were found murdered.
This is a very remote desert area, And for that reason, CHP Aviation Division accompanied us to the call and were able to help us in locating the scene.
Mara Rodriguez for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office indicating there have been no arrests yet. The victim's identity is not yet released. An Alameda County Sheriff's deputy recovering from a gunshot wound to the arm. Deputies were serving an eviction in Union City when a suspect opened fire.
It's a dangerous job every single day. He made it through, and he can tell us at some point what happened, and, he gets to live another day.
Ty Modesti with the Sheriff's Office. Massive law enforcement presence overnight as authorities conducted a search for the suspect. Gas prices in the state averaging $4.48 a gallon, down 4 cents from last week. Several days of dry weather in the forecast before more moisture moves in middle of next week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
We all make resolutions this time of year, and let's face it, most of them won't stick. But here's one that's not only easy to keep, but will help you feel healthier all year long. Navage. Navage provides quick, drug-free nasal relief by washing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. This time of year, when everyone is sick, Navage helps by sucking out germs, bacteria, and viruses trapped in our noses that cause us to feel miserable. And come allergy season, it does the same with dust, pollen, and other allergens. And unlike medications that can take time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage helps treat congestion symptoms in seconds flat, without drugs. This New Year's, resolve to use drug-free Navage to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, Robitussin cough syrup has been recalled. According to the Food and Drug Administration, Haleon, the makers of Robitussin, has recalled 2 products, Robitussin Honey CF Max Day Adult and Robitussin Honey CF Max Nighttime Adult. They are being recalled due to microbial contamination that could lead to infections in at-risk people. Consumers are instructed to stop using the products. 2024 Education Scholarship Program is being hosted by the Kiwanis Noon Club. They are offering $500 scholarships to students at Southwest High School, Central High School, Desert Oasis High School, and Imperial High. To apply, write a cursive 2 to 3 paragraph autobiography telling how you can use the scholarship, including a personal cover letter. Include official copy of school transcript, evidence of acceptance from a college or trade school or technical school, a written letter of recommendation from school staff. The information must be mailed or emailed by April 15th of this year. The Kiwanis mailing address is 1802 North Imperial Avenue, Suite D, El Centro, California, 92243. The Kiwanis email is elcentrokiwanis@gmail.com. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Brandon Hamlin has been bound over for trial. George Gale explains.
The appearance of Brandon Hamlin was to wrap up his preliminary hearing. When it was over, the judge determined there was enough evidence to bind the 25-year-old over for trial. Raleigh resident is charged with murdering 78-year-old Elia Castro and 84-year-old Rigoberto Castro in their Raleigh home last April. He's also charged with 2 counts of robbery. During the hearing, the defense asked that the robbery charges be dropped. Prosecution argued the robbery was possibly the reason for the murders. The judge agreed with the prosecution, and the robbery charges will remain. Hamlin will be back in court in February. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Imperial Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. I recommend you visit the Peanut Patch and enjoy. They're open Monday through Saturday, 9 till 5 Yuma time. And the store carries so many homemade, delicious chocolates, English toffee, pecan turtles, so many great things. Yeah, so much more than peanuts. The Peanut Patch. You get there by going to Yuma. Take Avenue 3E and go past MCAS Yuma until you come to East County 13th Street, turn left, and go for about another 1.5 miles, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch. You know, they're so big, they even have their own post office. They'll ship anywhere in the universe from the Peanut Patch. It's a great way to spend a day, a Saturday or any day, a quick getaway that you will enjoy. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 2 of the local news is brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. And they have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Of course, happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, the next major election is rapidly approaching. George Gale has more.
The county registrar of voters says they are preparing to mail out ballots. Ballots will be mailed on or before February 5th. It is highly suggested you make sure your voice is heard this crucial election. Double check your voter status at voterstatus.sos.ca.gov. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The county schedules the State of the County Address. It will be held on Thursday, March 21st. The address will be delivered in the prestigious Event Center, 1111 Yorman Road, that's east of Heber. It will begin at 5:30 p.m. The 2024 State of the County Address will be presented by Luis Blancarte, chairman of the Board of Supervisors. You can RSVP right now by contacting Cynthia Medina, assistant clerk of the board. Continuing with more local news, fentanyl has been seized, more of it. Here's more on that story.
They seized a lot of fentanyl. It happened recently in the San Diego area. Border Patrol agents pulled over a suspect vehicle on Interstate 5. A canine Border Patrol team alerted to the gray sedan. Agents transported the vehicle and the driver to a nearby Border Patrol station. Vehicle was searched, and agents discovered 15 cellophane-wrapped packages inside the spare tire. Packages contained blue pills that later tested positive for fentanyl. Packages weighed 38 pounds for an estimated street value of over $1.7 million. Drug Enforcement Administration says 1 kilogram of fentanyl has the potential of killing 500,000 people. The driver and the pills were turned over to the DEA. The vehicle was seized by the Border Patrol agents. The seizure is part of Operation Apollo, a joint regional operation comprised of federal, state, and local agencies working to combat the threat of fentanyl and other illicit narcotics. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has a happy hour every single day from 3 to 6 with specials on fried machaca burrito bites, RV nachos, mini tostadas, and more. Plus $2 off tall beers and shot and drink specials. Ready for a fast and inexpensive lunch? Get one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink for only $8 to $10. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's a weather report filed by Carroll Buckley.
According to the National Weather Service, there will be one more morning for potential fog in the Imperial and Yuma valleys before conditions dry out. Temperatures will steadily warm over the next few days, with highs returning to the 70s this weekend as high pressure builds over the region. Today, look for sunny skies with a high near 72. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 47. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast. Friday, sunny with a high near 72. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming north. Saturday, sunny with a high near 74. North wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high near 75, north-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. And we have 50 degrees downtown El Centro, 93% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast 5 to 7 miles an hour. Most of the fog is burned off, but still some patchy fog, so drive with care. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can bring the family, you can meet your friends. Enjoy Burgers and Beer.
Your neighborhood grocery outlet has the name brands you love, all at shockingly low prices. But do you ever wonder how we do it? Simple. We buy opportunistic items for less and pass the savings along to you. When a brand has excess inventory from packaging or manufacturing overruns, they call us. There's no club membership needed. So stop by your local grocery outlet today and let the bargain hunt begin.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. It was the Pistons with a win. Pistons beat the hapless Hornets 113-106. Timberwolves topped the Wizards 118-107. Grizzlies over the Heat 105-96. Trailblazers in overtime rolled the Rockets 137-131. Meanwhile, the Bucks beat the Cavaliers 126-116. Suns pounded the Mavericks 132-109. Thunder topped the Spurs 140-114. And the Warriors whipped the Hawks 134-112. Maverick superstar Luka Doncic's frustration last night resulted in him being called for a technical foul and a heckling fan getting ejected from the Mavericks game. So, you know, when you get beat like that, you get frustrated. And Washington Wizards head coach Wes Unseld Jr. will transfer to a front office advisory position, according to the team. Unseld compiled a record of 77-130 since being named head coach in 2021. The team picked up an option in Unseld's contract for the 24-25 season in October. But, hey, it's a results-oriented business.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Quick trip through some of the college hoops played last night. Alabama topped number 8 Auburn 79-75. Northwestern upset number 10 Illinois 96-91. Marquette, number 14, they topped DePaul 86-73. Florida Atlantic over Rice 69-56. Number 23 Iowa State topped Kansas State 78-67. It was Nevada upsetting number 24 Colorado State 77-64. And number 25 New Mexico over San Jose State 95-75. In San Diego, Kevin Yu of Taiwan shot a bogey-free 8 under 64 on the North Course at Torrey Pines. He's got a one-shot lead over Patrick Cantley and Rio Hisatunze in the opening round of the Farmers Insurance Open. The 8 lowest scores came on the North Course, which generally plays a few strokes easier than the South Course on the San Diego Municipal Layout. And in NFL news, Jim Harbaugh is leaving Michigan and heading to L.A. Harbaugh, the national champion Michigan Wolverines coach, will now transition back into the NFL and take the helm of the Los Angeles Chargers. Harbaugh has a 5-year deal. Don't forget Sunday, it's NFL playoff action continuing. No, the Chargers are not in. Nor are the Rams, nor are the Raiders. Yeah, but the 49ers are. We're going to start with the AFC Championship game, Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens at 11:30 Sunday morning. We'll follow with the NFC Championship game, the Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers, right after that. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers.
Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. What you choose to do with knowledge gives you power, but first, you need someone to give you the knowledge. Whether it's your stock portfolio, retirement account, or estate planning, financial advisor Dale Howard will keep you informed about investments and help you make adjustments as needed. Get truly empowered by calling Dale Howard today, 760-344-6002.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or licensed affiliates. LPL Financials are independent entities.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. The U.S. economy remained shockingly robust in the fourth quarter to close out a remarkably strong 2023 as consumers and businesses continued to spend. Gross domestic product, a measure of all the services and goods and produced, rose at a seasonally adjusted annualized 3.3% rate from October through December, according to the Commerce Department. That was slower than the 4.9% rate from July through September, when American consumers splashed out on services and goods. Growth in 2023 overall registered a robust 2.5% rate. The fourth quarter's rate trounced the 1.5% that economists were expecting. The voting technology company Smartmatic can move forward with its defamation lawsuit against Fox Corporation. A New York judge ruled yesterday, dealing a blow to the parent company of Fox News, which is already fighting the massive lawsuit over its repeated airing of 2020 election lies. The decision from the Manhattan Supreme Court represents a significant setback to Fox's corporate leadership, including the powerful Murdoch family, who will now face more scrutiny in the litigation. The judge had already let the case proceed against Fox News, and yesterday rejected a request by Fox Corporation to throw out the claims against the parent company. The judge said Smartmatic's case was strong enough to proceed against the parent company because it has sufficiently alleged that Fox Corporation employees acted with malice by purposely and deliberately publishing knowingly false stories about Smartmatic in order to benefit Fox Corporation's financial interest. Big board showing green right now. The Dow up 40 points at 37,848. The S&P 500 up 18 at 4886. The NASDAQ up 80 at 15,561. Gold up 470 an ounce, and oil up $1.14 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Patchy, dense fog early this morning, and then when the fog burns off, it'll be sunny with a high near 72. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the northwest. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 47. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast. Friday, sunny with a high near 72. West-northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. We have 50 degrees downtown El Centro, 95% relative humidity, wind out of the east, 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. Grounded Boeing 737 MAX 9 jetliners could be in the air as soon as tomorrow. United Airlines and Alaska Airlines are getting them ready for service after a round of inspections. CBS's Chris Van Cleve has more on the aftermath of the door plug that blew out on a flight earlier this month.
Investigators are trying to determine if 4 bolts that were supposed to hold the door panel in place on that Alaska Airlines flight were installed at all. An anonymous post from someone claiming to be a Boeing employee alleges the company's own records show the 4 bolts were not installed. Ed Pearson is a former Boeing senior manager turned 737 MAX whistleblower.
Would it surprise you to learn that bolts weren't put in a door panel?
Not at all. In fact, the only thing surprising to us is we're so thankful that it wasn't a fatal crash.
And today there are new airline rankings from the Wall Street Journal as we hear from CBS's Jen Clark.
Delta took the first place spot for the 3rd year in a row, while Alaska Airlines took 2nd. Keep in mind, this list was put together before the Boeing door incident. Coming in dead last place is JetBlue. Rankings are based on stats like on-time arrivals, cancellation rates, and baggage handling.
Well, CBS's Errol Barnett is covering the resumption of the E. Jean Carroll defamation trial in New York. Former President Trump is there.
If Donald Trump takes the stand in his own defense, he might leave himself liable for additional sanctions from the judge, but also it would effectively make Carroll's case if he again disparages her and says negative things.
Alabama is poised to carry out an inmate execution using nitrogen gas tonight, a method that has not been used in the U.S. Opponents like Robin Marr called it cruel and experimental.
They've concealed a number of critical details from the public, so there are many unknown questions about how this procedure will actually go forward.
Well, now to the Deep South. The hard rain falls in Covington, Louisiana, one of several states that have seen heavy rain and flooding. Odyssey, New York meteorologist Craig Allen.
We are seeing flooding rains that will continue to occur across the lower Mississippi Valley, across into the southeast states, and then it works its way on up the Appalachians over into the northeast.
The government says the economy grew at a 3.3% annual rate over the final 3 months of last year. Michelob Ultra says soccer star Lionel Messi will appear in an ad during the Super Bowl next month. Messi has had a deal with the parent company, Anheuser-Busch, since 2020. Checking Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is up 40 points. The S&P is up 15. The NASDAQ is ahead 86. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text HOT to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text HOT to 321-321. That's HOT to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
2 museums in the UK are returning some of Ghana's lost treasured relics 150 years after they were stolen.
The British Museum and the Victoria and Albert Museum are returning 32 items looted in war from the Ashanti Kingdom in the 1870s, including royal ceremonial regalia made of gold. Nana Oforiata Ayem from Ghana's Culture Ministry.
They're not just objects. A lot of them are imbued with spiritual significance. Having had them taken away is almost like pieces of your soul taken away.
Technically, the pieces will be on long-term loan to Ghana. She calls that a start. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Arizona's Republican Party chairman has resigned after he could be heard on a leaked recording offering a job and asking Senate candidate Carrie Lake to name a price that would keep her out of politics. Jeff DeWitt says he was offering advice to a friend and didn't intend to bribe her. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. This is why so many people are joining MediShare right now. MediShare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly health care costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. MediShare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE. 877-26-BIBLE.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.